Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Happy Thanksgiving to the American audience. Hope you're having a great day, enjoying your holiday. Green Bay Packers at Detroit Lions. To start off, what week are we in? 13 of the NFL season. They just did the anthem and they're at a commercial break, so I don't think we're starting at 12:02 or 12:03. Let me double check the audio. They just did the anthem. All right, sorry about that. I'll get caught up here. Excuse me. Get to the comments in 1 second. Make sure that's muted. All right, we're good. All right, they got a special coin for the coin toss. I guess Madden's head is heads and the turducken was tails. Yes, thanks, Derek. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Taylor, winner today will take the division. Yeah, no kidding. Yep, we got 2 with the Bears, so we've already won more division games than we won all of 2024 with 2. Surprisingly, that we won't get swept by either the Vikings or the Lions this year. Kick taken out at the 12 by the Packers and returned by a new player, and a flag as they continue to push the pile. Are we ever going to whistle forward progress? And of course it's against the Packers on the return, so all right, so the Packers will be backed up pretty deep into their own territory. Excuse me. Gosh darn it, why every time I move this mic something gets messed up. Yeah, now it won't stay where I want it. All right, well, apologies. Yeah, hello Derek, hello Taylor, thank you for chatting. 1st and 10, Green Bay at their own 17-yard line. Jacobs, the deep back. It's a toss to the far side near the numbers out to the 20, maybe the 21 for a gain of 4. Should bring up 2nd and 6. Walker, Banks, Ryan, Morgan, Tom is the O-line. Jacobs, Dobbs, Watson, Wicks, Musgrave. Golden is out. So is Savion Williams. Fake the handoff. Love back to throw. Caught in traffic by Watson down near the 39. And a 1st and 10 for the Packers. So good start, but long way to go yet. Handoff Jacobs up between the hash marks, past the 40 to the 41, about a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Reed, Branch, Harper, and Arnold, the Lions secondary. All right, second and, well, they say 6. That's a very long 6. Shotgun, fake the handoff, swing pass to Wicks to the far numbers near the far sideline. He's going to be tackled about a yard short. Packers will have a 3rd and 1 coming up. Under 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. First quarter. It sounded like I said corner. Apologies. Packers are 7-3-1. Lions are 7-4. Packers were 1-5 in the division. They split with the Bears last year. This year, they've already earned a split with the Lions and the Vikings. Handoff, Jacobs over midfield, spins near the 40 and taken down near the sideline. 1st and 10, Green Bay at the Lions 40. Just a quick hitter up the middle, far hash mark. Well blocked by the, yeah, there was just nobody over the middle. Not sure what the Lions thought was coming. Probably a pass. I mean, wait, 3rd and 1? No. What am I saying? Apologies. I was thinking it was 3rd and 6. It was 3rd and 1. All right. 2 receivers to the far side. It's Wicks in motion. No, that's Bo Melton in motion. Jacobs hitting the backfield and avoided a loss and maybe got a half yard. He did a spin move just to avoid the loss. That could have easily been a 2 or 3 yard loss in 2nd and 3rd or long. All right. Excuse me. It is 2nd and 9. Shotgun back to pass as Love throws to the left sideline. I think Dobbs caught. No, they're going to say incomplete. Well, wait a minute. Clock is still rolling. Did they say he caught it? I'm sure the Lions will take a look if they want to challenge it. 2 hands on the ball. He had 2 feet down. Packers might want to go hurry up. If it stands, it's 3rd and 1. I guess the Lions don't want to take that chance burning a challenge. I don't blame them. That it was called a catch on the field. They say 3rd and 1, but it's 3rd and half a yard maybe. Handoff to Wilson. He gets the first down near the Lion 27. So good to see the Packers run game doing okay here on the first drive. Jacobs has 4 for 21. Oh, they called that swing pass a run. I guess the pass went backwards to Wicks for 6. And Wilson just picked up 4 in the first down. Under 10 to go, first quarter. Opening drive, Green Bay. In shotgun. Melton in motion. They fake the end around. Love back to pass. Plenty of time, but now he's in trouble. Moves to the far numbers and throws it incomplete. Melton was wide open down the sideline, and Love kind of chucked it at his feet. He was trying to avoid getting hit, and he was throwing on the run. Yeah, everybody was well covered. I mean, that wasn't Love missing anybody. He would have really had to make a quick throw to Wilson in the flat, I think. Or maybe it was Brooks. It was Brooks. And Melton worked his way open, and Love kind of threw it way too low. But again, he was on the move to the far side. Shotgun, Heath was in motion. Back to pass, thrown over the middle, incomplete for Watson. And suddenly we got a 3rd and 10 for Green Bay. 3rd and long at 9:23 of the first. So a promising drive is now ground to a halt at the 27. Fans on their feet, waving their towels for the Lions defense. Packers have 8 on the play clock. 7, 6, 5. 3 receivers bunched. Wicks in motion from the far side. Snapped right at the clock. Pressure up the middle. Love throws off balance. Incomplete. He was trying to hit 81. I forgot who that is. Josh Weil, the tight end they signed after the Kraft injury. So 4th and 10, I assume Brandon McManus is out on the field now to attempt the field goal. 45-yard attempt coming up. From the near hash mark. Here's the snap, the hold, it's up and good. Packers lead 3-0 at 9:12. So promising opening drive, but it stalls out short of the end red zone. And the Lions get off the field and hold the Packers to 3 points. So good job by their defense to pressure up the middle and get the Packers game over. For who? The Lions? Because they just held the Packers. They got to the 27 and the drive stalled. And hello, Uncommon. Happy Thanksgiving. Oops. I don't know. If the Packers can't finish drives, I don't think the game's over. Packers defense has been giving up opening drive scores usually too, so. But I will say usually the Packers play much better in the second half, but so to get anything on the opening drive, I guess I shouldn't complain too much, but it's just disappointing because they were running the ball so well, and then I think we had no, I'm not going to eat a turkey leg on. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Uncommon. No, I do like turkey legs, but no. We had spaghetti for lunch. We'll have some turkey for dinner, I think. Kind of curious that the run game was so effective and then 3 straight incompletions. Don't understand LaFleur's yeah. Hopefully I don't have spaghetti on my face still. 6 carries for 31 yards. Do I? No? Okay. They're just irritated red. 6 carries for 31 yards, and then that one attempt for 6 was, so really it's 5 carries for 25 yards. The one was a swing pass that just happened to go backwards behind Love. The run game's effective, and then suddenly 3 straight incompletions. So gotta wonder his Oh, that doesn't sound good. I don't think I could because of gout. That would tear me up because that's guts. Can't eat organ meat. Gracie, happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanks for being here. All right, 12 plays, 56 yards, 5:48 taken off the clock. 45-yard field goal. McManus kicks it. It's in the end zone, and the Lions kneel it. So 1st and 10 for Goff and the rest of the Lions. Offense. I was just thinking about their center coming out of retirement, Ragnow. So wondering how that would help out the Lions. All right. 1st and 10 at their own 35. 3 receivers to the near side. A deep back, I assume, is Gibbs. They look like they might have an extra lineman up. Maybe just 2 tight ends. Goff slipped, barely got the handoff to Gibbs, and Gibbs does what he can to get 2 yards. Wow. I wonder if he got tripped up by the center or the guard. Let's see the replay. Yep. The center stepped on his right toe, and he tripped. And wow, Gibbs did a great job taking that handoff. It almost bounced off his knee. Near disaster avoided by the Lions. 2nd and 8, near hash mark from their own 37. Deep back, fake the handoff, rolls to the side, throws incomplete. He had pressure right in his face, and he was rolling to his left, trying to make a throw right up the hash mark, and that was he was trying to hit Jamison Williams, number 1. Excuse me. We got Williams out there in the huddle. Yeah, Skipper did report as eligible, but not on. It was on the 2nd down play, I think. All right, back to pass. Hit immediately, and he throws incomplete. Packers were thinking fumble, but man, he had 0 time. Nothing he could do. It's 4th and 8 at 8:27. Looks like McKinney came off the edge, and nobody blocked McDuffie up the middle. Yeah, the up back, the running back did a terrible job of pass protection. That was not Goff's fault. I'm trying to say Goff's fault, and it came out weird. Fox takes the snap. Kick is in the air. Packers signal for a fair catch back at their own 16-yard line. That was Savion Williams. Yeah, McDuffie and McKinney met at Goff. McKinney came off the edge, the left edge, around the right, tackle, untouched. And the running back had to try and block McDuffie and barely got a hand on him. So 8:19 to go in the first and 10 for Green Bay for their second drive after the 3 and out by the Lions offense. So good start by the Packers defense. Kind of caught a break that the center stepped on Goff's toe. Who knows what Gibbs could have picked up if that hadn't occurred. So let's see, they got it. Yeah, it is. Okay, the 17, not the 16. All right, let me. Well, I hope you enjoyed what you had for the parade. Oh, you're an Arkansas fan. Yeah, well, definitely. I've hated Duke my whole life, so hoping the Arkansas will win. I haven't watched men's college basketball and women's until this year in over 20 years, so I'm looking forward to it. Love the WNBA. Can't say I'm a big fan of NBA, though. I feel like they're, and it may sound petty, but their commercial breaks during the quarter, those 3 media timeouts, just take way too long and extend the game. And then you get bogged down by fouls and free throws in the last 5 minutes, I feel like. But I don't know. I enjoy hockey because the breaks during the periods aren't too long. And then you do get to rest. You get 2 18-minute intermissions, and they still get a game in 2.5 hours usually. And even if you go to overtime and a shootout, it's still under 3. Like if it's a 6 o'clock game, it's going to be over by 9. Even if they don't start till 6:10 or 6:15. So, excuse me. Yeah, Goff 0 for 2. He overthrew Williams. Again, he had pressure in his face on that one. I missed who got the pressure, and then they hit him on 3rd and 8, and he had no time to throw either. So Not blocked well. Yeah, well, it's like that last 5. Yeah, I know. It does feel weird without hockey. I agree. I'm loving it. All right, they get an end around to Bull Melton, and that's going to go for maybe a yard to the far sideline. So they faked that, and now they ran it, and it did basically nothing. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9. Yeah, I agree. It feels weird not to call hockey. It's not that I don't like the NFL. It's just some of the matchups that I've gotten on TV haven't been great, and it's tough on YouTube. But the Packers I'm going to watch anyways, so I jump on. All right, Love in shotgun. Musgrave split out wide to the near side, so 2 receivers to each side. He has a back in the backfield. Packers are lucky they can get called for a delay of game, and incomplete to Wicks in double coverage. I think Love did have some pressure coming up the middle. So 3rd and 9. I don't know. It's the same thing. You know, I thought without Rodgers audibling at the line of scrimmage, I thought we could get in and out of the huddle and get the play call in, but we still use up all of the play clock. I guess the Packers got out of the huddle quick because now they paused the play clock for a while. Now there's 17 to go. 2 receivers to each side. A back, Brooks with him in the backfield. Shotgun 4-man rush, steps up, throws late to Brooks, who gets lit up at the 22, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Packers will have to send Dan Whelan onto the field to punt it away on 4th and 5. Brooks couldn't do... Whoa, that looked like helmet to helmet, but I don't know what the protections are for receivers. You know, it was so quick that it wasn't very noticeable. So forgot the clock. My bad. All right, here's the snap. Whelan moves up, kicks it into the air. Inside the 20, taken at the 16, at the numbers, far numbers, up the near far hash mark, past the 35 to the 36. Terrible coverage unit by the Packers special teams. Go figure, nothing new there. And a huge turn in field position for Detroit as they have 1st and 10 with 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Again, they should be at about the 37. Yep, 62-yard kick by Whelan, but a 21-yard return, so a net still of 41. I mean, I guess you can't complain. White Sox make the road uni look cleaner with yellow and white. Oh, they're wearing green? Yeah, they don't. That's the all white is their winter warning kit with the white helmet. They're they usually so yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they're wearing white for Thanksgiving. Thanks for pointing that out. I hadn't noticed. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why they took the day off. I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to give... I'm glad there's men's basketball. I don't know. I just wasn't interested in Bengals, Ravens. And Chiefs, Cowboys, it's like, who do you root for? I don't know. I just wasn't interested in those games. Last year, I went to the game. We were in Lambeau for Dolphins, Packers. All right, so not much on offense there for the Packers in their second drive. Love is 3 of 7 for 29 yards. Yeah, 3 straight incompletions on 1st and 10 from the Lions 27, and the opening drive stalled out. Really? I don't want to see this. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Jacobs leads with 4 carries for 21. I don't even think he was on the field for the second drive. I get it, he's a little banged up. They probably don't want to go full. He'll probably play the rest of the game now that I said that. All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 32. Handoff. Gibbs up the hash mark, bounces it to the outside numbers near the sideline. Tackled out of bounds near the 39. Should be at least a gain of 7. So should be 2nd and 3, maybe 2nd and 2. Up. St. Brown didn't get up. What happened here? He went to block McKinney. Oh, and then somebody fell on him. A lineman. Uh-oh. That's not good. They're looking at his leg. Trying to see which leg. It seemed like it was low, like maybe an ankle. Just speculating. Maybe not a knee. Ooh. Yeah. Who are they playing again? I forgot already. Yeah, I mean, the division's getting tough for the Bills. I can't believe the Patriots are good. I'm glad they didn't hire Vrabel till this year, or was it? I don't remember, but yeah, I think it's easier just to look at ESPN standings probably. All right, where the heck are their standings? I used to be able to figure this out. Oh my gosh, stop. Hopefully St. Brown's all right. Wow, yeah, the Bills are 3 back. Oof. I mean, are the Chargers going to make the playoffs? Who knows? The Jaguars, they're so up and down. I think the Bills could still make it. I think Ravens or Steelers will make it. I don't think they're both going to make it. I think the Steelers are pretty much cooked. 3, 4. Yeah, those wild card spots are wide open. It could easily stand pat with Bills, Jags, and Chargers, unless the Chiefs. Yeah, is Rodgers playing or not? I mean, not that it really matters, although, man, would have loved to have seen what he could have done against the Bears. The one time I'm rooting for the Steelers. Oh, St. Brown is walking under his own power, but he is headed to the locker room. I think it's his right ankle that got rolled. All right, well, back to the game. Okay, so Rodgers is playing. Oh, clock is rolling after the injury. 2nd and 3 under center. Handoff to Gibbs. He moves forward. He's got the first down. And they still haven't whistled it dead. He's past the 45. I hate this, even if it benefits the Packers. You know, what about player safety? You know, people get rolled up in these piles. This is why they got to go back to the 2004 and earlier rules. If they want to ban the tush push, just ban helping. I don't understand this. Sorry, 1st and 10 Lions. From the Packer 49. Wow, I don't even... They got an extra 5 yards at least from the pushing of the pile. Handoff, this time to Montgomery, and that goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1. But there's a flag at 5:12. Think it's on Detroit, but I don't know. Oh, great. Whole reason I do games, so I don't have to listen to Tom Brady. Okay, despite the D lineman wanting them to decline it, the Packers accept the illegal formation on the left tackle because he was uncovered. So it's probably the wide receiver's fault for not lining up right. And clock rolling. Packers take the penalty, so 1st and 15. So they're back in their own territory. At the Lions at their own 46. Under center, tossed to Montgomery to the outside numbers. Packers play it well, and he lost a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 16. They may say no gain, though, depending on the spot. Gary, Wyatt, Wooden, Parsons on the D-line for the Packers. McDuffie, Hopper, Cooper, linebackers because Walker's out. Nixon, McKinney, Williams, and Valentine. Yeah, Walker, second game missed with a stinger. All right, they did say no gain, which I think is BS. Back to pass. Goff steps up, throws, incomplete. He was going for Jamison Williams again. It was a little bit wide. Now Williams and Nixon kind of jawing at each other. 3rd and 15. Oh, beat him. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they got a better shot with Rodgers because Mason Rudolph isn't much. All right, 3rd and 15, but ultimately probably doesn't matter. Shotgun, back to pass. Goff looking. Pressure sacked back at the 40. 4th and long. It's going to be at least 4th and 20. That's got to be a 5-yard loss. No time. I mean, it wasn't. I don't know how. I think they had Parsons standing up. They only sent 4. And Enigbare and I think, Parsons was there. They might just give this to Parsons, or he'll split it with McDuffie on the sack. It's actually 4th and 21. Snap. Fox moves up, kicks it, and caught at the 21 by Dobbs and tackled at the 24. So good job by Dobbs to secure that catch. I mean, if the Packers just fair caught on every punt, I'd be happy. Because it's better than what some of the disasters that can happen for their terrible special teams. All right. Not much on offense for Detroit. Their first 2 drives, Packers had an opening drive. So that means Detroit will get the ball to start the second half. Packers moved well with the running game down to the Detroit 27 opening drive, and then just 3 straight incompletions, and they had to send McManus out for the 45-yard field goal. And that's where we are after 2 drives by each team. Oh, yeah, I need to look into, like women's I think we're done with like the early games for basketball because of the, Thanksgiving tournaments are wrapped up. And like the field trip days for the schools, I think are done. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for some interesting women's basketball games coming up, and men's. That's why we got 2 today and 1 tomorrow because they're free over the air antenna games. So we'll have the North Carolina Tar Heels. I think they're 16th ranked versus Michigan State Spartans, which they're 11th ranked, and that game's in Fort Myers, Florida, 3:30 on Fox after this game. And then we have Arkansas Razorbacks and Duke Blue Devils, 7 p.m. That's at the United Center in downtown Chicago. They have a game after that. I think it's Northwestern and Oklahoma State at 9:30, but that game's on Peacock. And then tomorrow, UConn Huskies and Illinois Illini at 11:30. I forgot where that game is at. That game is on Fox, but in Chicago, it's actually going to be on Fox Chicago Plus, which is 50.1 instead of 32.1, as we get a look at Jack White in the stands, I believe. I do like some White Stripes. Don't think I've really liked anything he's done solo or other projects, though. Back to let's see, rolls to the far side. Love down the field. Watson dropped it. It was a tough catch near the sideline, but incomplete. Yeah. Duke, Arkansas, 94. Yeah, I think Nolan Richard, questionable with an ankle for St. Brown. Hey, Star Strider. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, see, I wasn't following college basketball, so I don't even know about 2009, but gotcha. Packers snapped it at one, back to pass, dump off to Jacobs over the middle. He moves past to the 31. Should be about on an 8-yard gain, so it brings up a 3rd and 2. I don't know what is going on with the play calling that we're not getting in and out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage quicker. 69-10 in total yards for the Packers versus the Lions. 3rd and 2, big play coming up. Jacobs in shotgun with Love. 3 receivers to the far side. Dobbs by himself wide to the near side. No Savion Williams, no Golden. Again, snap as the play clock expired. Jacobs bounces it outside. He's got the first down. Midfield, 45-40 inside, down to about the 39, and a huge explosive play by the Packers offense on a 3rd and 2. Wow, they need that. And again, they are getting very lucky. They're not getting called for delay of game. Great block by Josh Weil to spring that. Or is it Wiley? I think it's just Weil. Number 81 on the Packers. He blocked, who is that? Alex Anzalone. Or is it just Anzalone? All right, they did mark it at the 40. Snapped at 1, toss play to Wilson. He actually plows forward to the 35. I thought that was going to be about a loss of 5. Instead, they gained 5. Just an odd-looking, flip by Love on a play to the outside. So 2nd and 5. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to Alex. Yeah, go, Pac, go. Yeah, just go, Pac, go. Although I guess Arnold would say Paca's go. Shotgun draw play or delayed handoff to Wilson gets maybe 1 between the far hash and the far numbers. So it's either 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4. They spot it as 3rd and 4. Really need to cash in on. They had a big play, and now suddenly here we are, 3rd and 4, and got to be thinking this might be 2-down territory if they don't pick it up. Don't really want to see McManus for over 50 out there. In shotgun, Oh, I think they got a free play. I think the Lions jumped, thrown down the sideline, tipped away from Dobbs, but this might be a free first down. And don't celebrate too much, Reed. I believe your lineman jumped off sides. Reed on Detroit. Let's see what the call is. I assume this is offsides. 98 jumped. And a free first down for the Packers. It's turducken. Yeah, I wish I could have turducken. Good play by Reed to break it up so that they only gave up the 5-yard first down, but so I guess, all right, I take back the celebration. He did make a good play because it could have been a long gain. 1st and 10 at the Lions 29 for the Packers. Under center is Love. Handoff to Jacobs. He's met in the backfield and loses at least 2 by the far hash. So why we're trying to run to the right when we just had a great run to the left, I don't know, but that'll probably be the last play, it is, of the first quarter. So 3-0 Packers at the end of one quarter, and the drive will continue with 2nd and 12 from the Lions 31 when we get to the second quarter. All right, let me catch up on the chat real quick. Here, we'll put up the numbers. Jacobs Wilson, the 1-2 punch. Yeah. Brooks has been out there in pass pro. He has a catch for 4 yards. I do like Brooks, too. But, yeah, I think Wilson's only negative. I don't think he's as good at pass pro. Happy Thanksgiving, Alex. Do I think the Cowboys can beat the Chiefs? Yeah, at home? I mean, I would think so. That's good. Gonna be conflicted. Yeah. Do you, what's a safe way of putting it? Do you keep, we'll just say praising Patrick Mahomes, or do you actually root for your old team, the Cowboys, and Dak Prescott? Yeah, turducken sounds good. And there's another SpongeBob movie, I guess. Okay. At any rate. All right, St. Brown is questionable to return with that ankle. A lineman fell on his right ankle, so he left the game. So that's pretty big impact on the Lions' offense. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's kind of, I wasn't gonna do football because I'm like, I know the competition's hard, but it's just like, well, I'm watching the Packers anyways, and I can't stand Brady. And I couldn't stand Aikman either. Him and Buck seem to hate at least Aikman seemed to hate the Packers for whatever reason. I don't understand why, because in the night, I think the Packers lost about 7 or 8 straight over 4 years. I think it was 7 games in 4 years to the Dallas they lost. Need the Cowboys to win. Tomorrow we'll do Kings, Ducks, and Mammoth Stars. Thanks for the question. Hello, Nicholas. All right. 2nd and 12, run up the hash marks by Jacobs. He gets about 10. So the Packers should have about a 3rd and 2 coming up. 14:50 to go, second quarter. It is 3rd and 2. And they still haven't flipped to the second quarter there. All right, huge play. Packers need to convert this. This is 3. I don't know how they're calling this 2. Shotgun, back to pass. Love looks, throws down the near sideline, diving, catch incomplete by Watson. Man, I guess you take the field goal. It is more like 3. I don't know how they called this. Good coverage. Bit of a pass interference on Branch. He pushed Watson out of bounds before the ball got there. How is that not DPI? Right in front of the ref, too. All right, well, they are keeping the offense out there. Not sure I agree. This would be a 40-yarder. Again, this is more like 4th and 2.5 plus. Shotgun, back to pass. Looks, throws towards the end zone. Wicks. I think Wicks was out of bounds. Did they say he caught it? They called it a touchdown. Wow. Well, obviously they got to review this. Wicks with a over-the-shoulder catch. 1 foot. No, that's not a touchdown. Let's see. If he had his right foot. Oh, boy. Wicks turned his left ankle. It depends on if they say his right foot was down and he had the ball. Obviously, they're going to review this, but it's so close. I could see this getting overturned. 1, 2. Yeah, does he have control with his right foot down? He took a hit. He never juggled it. It was his third step that was out. That's the problem. Did he secure it with his right foot and then his left foot? Left foot was in. Was the right foot in first? But, all right, they're lining up for the extra point. I'm a little shocked. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And what in the world did I just hit? Why did it go? I must have leaned on the button too hard. Wow. Yeah, so they're saying he secured it, absorbed the hit, the ball didn't move, left foot down, and then out of bounds. What a catch by Wicks over the shoulder. Unbelievable. Did not think that was going to be ruled a touchdown. But they shouldn't have even been in that situation. I thought that should have been DPI by Branch. Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? I'd rather take a shot at the end zone for them to line up in shotgun and hand it off any day. Any day. I mean, I can't stand it when if they want to run, whatever they call that, inside zone, or basically it's a draw play out of shotgun. If they want to do that on any other down other than 3rd and 4th and 3 or less, that's fine with me. Yeah, I thought there's no way, and even after the first replay, I'm like, really? And then I'm like, okay, I guess there's very strange. Yeah, no, I hear you. Again, like I said, I just don't want that shotgun draw. Run any other play other than a shotgun run. We'll simplify it on 2nd and 3 or 4th and 3. Or I'm sorry, 3rd and 3 or 4th and 3 or less. Well, they said he caught the ball with his right foot down, absorbed a hit, ball didn't move, and he got his left foot down. Again, I still think Branch or whoever should have had a DPI on Watson. I mean, maybe it wasn't 2 hands. Maybe that's the way he got away with it, but he definitely shoved him with 1 hand, and Watson's getting shoved towards the pylon, almost out of bounds before he can even make contact with the ball. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and Wicks' ankle is being looked at. I had a feeling he turned his ankle pretty bad. I'm wondering, he might be done for the day. his left ankle rolled bad on the touchdown. Yeah, I gotta admit, just LaFleur as a play caller does frustrate the heck out of me a lot. And these runs on out of shotgun. I'm not opposed to running the ball, but out of shotgun on 3rd and 4th and 3 or less, that's what I can't stand. Kick is taken in the end zone and kneeled down, 14-19, and 1st and 10 for the Lions. Decent. Oh, Branch gave up on the play, by the way. Not the safety's fault. Branch stopped at the goal line for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. That was very odd. Wicks is walking it off, but we'll see how effective he is on a turned ankle. From their own 35. Under center. Handoff to the deep back. It's Gibbs. He gets met about 1 yard after a 1 yard gain by Devontae Wyatt. Right up the gut between the hashes. And now pushing and shoving Ratledge and Cooper. All right, get Cooper out of there. We don't need any penalties. Wyatt gets subbed off. They gave him 2. How did he get 2 yards? Okay, Fox, you're wrong. This is 2nd and 9. I don't know where you're getting 8 out of this. Shotgun, back to pass. 3-man rush. Caught at midfield by Jamison. Williams breaks the tackle, and Nixon throws him down at the 42. So, big play by the Lions. 1st and 10 in Packers territory. Just short of the 40. Nice throw, nice catch by Williams. Pass was a little high. He caught it above his head and secured it. All right, they give him the Packers 42. I thought it might be the 41. Deep back handoff, blown up. They do a reverse to Jameis Williams, and he's pushed out of bounds at the Lion 48. That's going to be 2nd and long. Packers were all over that. There was 0 blocking by the Lions' offensive line at all. It was a 3. Man, that was blown up. Williams should have just chucked it out of bounds, taken the incompletion. It was a loss of 5, back to the 47. Receiver in motion to the far side, handed to the deep back. Gibbs bounces it to the near side numbers. He has the first down inside the 30, about a 17 or 18 yard run to the near side. Well, you knew it was going to happen. They did well at Lambeau Field, but we're in Detroit. We don't have Quay Walker, not making that excuse. Even with Quay, this could have happened. Parsons couldn't keep the edge to the near side. I think he got fooled. All right, they gave it to the Packers 29, 1st and 10. Dang it. All right, keep them out of the end zone. Force the Lions to settle for a field goal. Handoff to Gibbs between the hash marks. Again, maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. And I forgot to dump it to the 2nd quarter. Yep, there we go. So Wicks, that one catch for 22 yards and the touchdown. Hopefully his left ankle's all right. 2nd and 9. Handoff to the deep back. Gibbs, this goes, oh, he bounces it around, and he slips down back at the 32. Loss of 4. That'll be 3rd and 13. He had nowhere to go. Packers had it pretty well defended to the far side. Gibbs heads off the field on 3rd and 13. From the Packer 32. Three receivers to the near side, one to the far. He's got a running back with him in shotgun. Back to pass. Goff completes it inside the 10. Kennedy, number 85. Jeez Louise, how do you give that up? First and goal, Lions on their most successful drive here in the game. Right over the middle. All right, check that. Between the near hash mark and the near numbers. Under 10 to go. Kennedy is on the sideline. So after the touchdown by the Packers, the Lions answering right back. Toss and a penalty. Montgomery got to the 7, but there's a flag at 9:42. Illegal formation, so still first and goal, but they'll back them up to the 14. First and goal from the 14. So I guess it was on 70, I assume. Oh, now they got the clock rolling again after the penalty. First and goal from the Packer 14 for the Lions. Three receivers to the far side, a deep back. Handoff to Montgomery up the far hash mark, inside the 10, down near the 6. Second and goal. Oh, boy. Did not like that. Looks like Cooper missed the tackle. Bullard got there. Nixon, I mean, they couldn't bring him down. They needed 3 or more players to bring down Montgomery. Is Gibbs all right? I think, yeah, Montgomery's in again. Second and goal. Montgomery, the deep back. Actually, looks like 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff to the right, to the far numbers. They get it down to about the 2. Actually, the ref's marking it at the 3. Third and goal from the 3, and probably 2 down territory because it's Dan Campbell. Let me slow the clock just a hair. There we go. Third and goal from the 3 for the Lions. Ground game has really come alive for Detroit this drive. On the far hash mark, Goff lines up as the deep receiver. We've got Montgomery, takes the shotgun up the middle, and he has the touchdown on a Wildcat keeper at 7:54. Yep. And game on. Bad drive for the run defense. I mean, well blocked, I should say, by the Lions' offensive line. The Packers did get at least that one tackle for a loss, and they did have a couple where they only gave up a yard or 2, but too many quick hitters. Bounced to the near side by Gibbs was the big one. And Bates kicks it through the upright, and it is good. 10-7. Lions to kick off. Packers to receive after a timeout with just under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, yeah. Yep. No, I agree. I agree that run by Gibbs was the big one. It was like 2nd and 15, and he got like 18 yards. I mean, it was bad. Yeah, that's Gibbs 7 for 32. So outside of that, he's got 6 carries for 14 yards, but it was like 2nd and 15 or 2nd and maybe 16. I think it was 2nd and 15 or something, and he picked up that first down. That hurt. Montgomery had an 8-yard run, and he had the touchdown. And the pass to Kennedy was a killer, too. That's what got them in first and goal. So I believe that might have been a third down. If we check the play-by-play. Yeah, 3rd and 13, and they got it to the 9 on the 23-yard pass to Tom Kennedy. That's been that way for a long time. Packers just cannot defend tight ends. And they're lucky that Laporta's not out there. But on the same hand, Lions are lucky Kraft isn't out there, and that definitely hurts the Packers. Kraft is head and shoulders better than any tight end they've ever had in forever. And I think Musgrave may be gone eventually. He just doesn't fit. Maybe somebody will get a pass-catching only tight end or need one. And the Packers just, with their dedication to the run game, there's no room on the roster for a catch-only tight end in LaFleur's scheme, I think. So Goff is 2 for 5 for 45 yards. Only took the 1 sack. Let's see. Yep, they did. They split it between Parsons and Enigbare. I thought McDuffie was there. I must have been 55, not 58. And again, the 7 for 32 for Gibbs, 4 for 14 for Montgomery. So combined, they have 11 for 46. Well, hopefully Jacobs is all right and they get Josh back out there, because I think he had at least the last drive off. Kennedy's first catch since 2022. Oh, brother. All right. Bates has it teed up. Wait, they say 7:54? Not 7:56. Okay. Here's the kick. Short of the goal line. Taken at the 4. Returned up the far hash. Melton out to the 30. 1st and 10 for the Packers at 7:48. All right, need to answer. Can ill afford to go 3 and out and have to kick the ball away just before half and risk the Lions getting a double up and scoring before half and receiving the second half kickoff. All right, from the far hash at their own 30. Fake the handoff to Jacobs. Throws off his back foot down the sideline. Watson dropped it. Looked again like the defender was a little early, but it's not as egregious as Love was pressured up the middle and threw off his back foot. Hutchinson was there. Defender turned at the last second. Yeah, okay. Actually, if anything, Watson may have been guilty of OPI. He had his hand over the guy's face mask. So, yeah. All right, he did turn. I was wrong. And they don't seem to call that anymore. Shotgun, back to pass to the near side. Caught by Wicks. So good to see Wicks back out there. He's out of bounds with 7:37. Now the clock is rolling. It's going to be 3rd and I would say at least 4, maybe a gain of 6. Nope, 3rd and 3. They gave Wicks a catch for 7. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, in my Tecmo game, it was even worse. I played terrible. 3rd and 3. 3 receivers to the far side. Oh, Watson's back out there. I thought he headed to the sideline. Shotgun. Looked like caught by Watson. What a catch for the first down. Boy, I thought Zach Tom had a false start that went uncalled. Let's see. Watson, 2 hands. Ooh, I don't know about this. Packers might want to go hurry up. They do. Lions could have challenged that and maybe won it. Caught over the middle by Brooks for a short gain. 6.5 to go. I guess they said right foot, left foot. Yeah, the ball may have moved as Watson was securing the catch. So don't think Detroit fans were happy that their Lions didn't quick challenge that catch. Well, tough ski, crap ski. Moving on. 2nd and 5 from their own 46. They got to get to the Lions 49. Melton in motion to the far side. Shotgun. Oh, and tried to hand it off and thrown and dropped by Heath. Are you kidding me? I guess it was an RPO. We got a late flag. Like, Love was going to hand it off to Jacobs. Then the ball bounced off the turf. He scooped it up, fired to Heath, and Heath dropped it. I have no idea who this penalty is on. Yeah, he tried to pull it back from Jacobs. Ball took a great bounce. Love got it and threw. I guess they were going to call illegal. But at any rate, it's 3rd and 5. If there was a penalty on the Packers, Detroit declined it. I don't know, or they picked up the flag. At any rate, 3rd and 5 with 5:55 in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. Dobbs by himself. Now Melton in motion, so 2 each side. Melton goes back to the far side. Shotgun. Brooks in pass pro. Love fires. Downfield, caught by Wicks inside the 40, down near the 37. 1st and 10. Green Bay. Love was looking Wicks' way the entire time and fired a dime. And the defender looked like he tripped. May have been the turf monster. Great catch just in front of Branch. But 21 tripped on the turf in coverage. All right, they give him the 36, actually. 2 receivers each side. Watson and Dobbs to the near side. Melton in motion again. Shotgun handoff to Jacobs. He gets maybe 2 to the 34. 2nd and 8. A huge pickup on that 3rd down and 5, though. Could ill afford to have to send Whelan and the punting unit out on the field there. Excuse me. All right. 1 rush, 6. Yeah, that was just the first rush. 6 pass prior to that. Watson to the far side with Wicks. Tight end to the near side. Fake the handoff to Jacobs. Throws downfield. Diving catch secured by Luke Musgrave. Wow. 1st and 10. Or maybe, wait, how far did he go? What a catch by Luke. Love rolled out to the near sideline and a diving catch. Musgrave uncovered. Anzalone tried to get there, and there he's down to about the 12. What a catch. And 1st and 10. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Watson in motion to the far side. It's a handoff to Watson, actually. And he dives forward maybe to the 8. So 2nd and 7 coming up, depending on the spot. Hutchinson, I think, catching a breather on the sideline, it looked like. He was huffing and puffing. Now he comes back in. Okay, I was like, what? 3:20 to go in the second quarter, first half. 2nd and 7 for the Packers at the Lion 8 on the far hash mark. Wicks in motion to the near side. Shotgun. Or no, back to pass from under center. Lobs one and led Fitzpatrick too far to the sideline. There was pressure coming, so it was from the blind side. So it was a good thing Love dumped it away, or he might have taken a hit. 3rd and 7, though. Fitzpatrick heads off the field. We got Heath, Watson, Jacobs, Musgrave, and Dobbs, I believe. 3rd and 7 from the Lion 8. Dobbs and Wicks to the near side. Watson and Musgrave to the far side. And a flag. Wow. Half the distance to the goal. 12 men on the field, or a legal substitution. So that'll make it third and, I don't know, I guess 3. They gave him 4 yards? It was 3rd and 7. Must be 3rd and 3.5 then. All right, that makes it a little shorter. Packers are down to the 4. Well, they gave him the full. That's weird. Maybe they were at the 8? Yeah. Shotgun. Jacobson back to pass pro. Love takes it up the middle, and he's short. It's going to be 4th and 2. I don't know what he saw. He could have just maybe waited to dump it off to Jacobs. I don't understand that decision by Love. I don't know if that was a design draw or he saw a gap in the, and Hawkinson chased him down from behind, and they're saying 4th and 1. Packers offense on the field with 2.5, and they do have to snap it before the 2-minute warning. Watson in motion, Love in shotgun, and I'm wondering if they're going to take the delay of game, just try to draw them. And the Packers false started, so now they'll send the field goal unit out. Fudge. Let's see what the call was. Oh, are they saying that the Packers got the timeout before Belton false started? Okay, they did award the timeout. So it is still 4th and 1. So they caught a break. I'm sure the Ford Field faithful are booing. Oof, I don't know about that. Yeah. Yeah, Dan Campbell didn't like it, and I think rightfully so. Boo! They got somebody in the fan stands doing. Yeah, I think the false start happened first. I think they're right. Definitely a weird call by the officials. All right, apparently the offense is staying on the field. Again, wouldn't be surprised if they're just going to try and draw them off sides, though. I don't know how they get 4th and 1 out of this. This is practically 2. Play clock at 12. Shotgun. Dobbs into the far side in motion. 3 receivers to the far side. Brooks in pass pro. Back to throw. Dobbs on an out. And it's a touchdown. Green Bay. Wow. Nice catch by Dobbs. Whoops. Got to stop the clock. And the Packers get a break. Dobbs lined up outside of Watson. And poor coverage by... Oh, they switched receivers. Yeah. 4 had the coverage. 21 picked up Watson. Great throw by Love. 2 steps with the secured catch, and Dobbs in for the touchdown. So a lot of time for the Lions to come back before half, and they get the second half kickoff. But for now, it's 17-7 Green Bay on the Dobbs, I guess, 3-yard touchdown. Let's see what they call. This is Fox, Sue. Just giving you a hard time. Yeah, Brady and Romo. I never had too much of a problem with Romo, just the 1 year, and I'm guilty of it too. His voice sounded terrible, like he needed a Ricola every game, and not to be outdone, I sound like I need a Ricola every game pretty much. I've been doing too much. Oh, sorry, we got the kickoff coming up. Let's see. Yeah, it's early. It's early. Again, the Lions could still double up and take the lead. They get a touchdown before a half and get a touchdown coming out of half, and we could be staring at 21-17 before the Packers even touch the ball again. So I'm not. It's a long way to go. Sinbin Admin, love you. Go Pack, go. Happy Thanksgiving. Yep, for sure. I don't know. It was just the 1 year where Romo. It just a couple games I caught his voice. Maybe he was sick or something, and maybe it's been fine since. Again, I was never. My bugaboo is the Packers. When they had Rodgers, they played so many games on Fox, and Buck and Aikman were always on the call, and I couldn't stand Aikman because he clearly hated the Packers, and for why I have no idea because the Packers could not beat the Cowboys when Aikman was the quarterback until even it was after they won the Super Bowl that they even beat them. I think it was like 97 after the one they won. All right, so we got Wicks, 22-yard touchdown, and Dobbs. That was a short touchdown. What did they call it? 2 yards. And Montgomery has the touchdown for the Lions on a direct snap. Are you talking about the Vikings? We got the Lions. I don't know what they're playing. Kneeled in the end zone, so 1st and 10 Lions at their own 35 after the touchdown. As they show Dobbs going in motion, and then, I think some confusion on the coverage maybe. I think they were talking about who has who, Watson or Dobbs, at the line, and I believe 4 got believed 21 was taken Dobbs, and it didn't happen, and it was too late. So I think chalk that up to some confusion on the coverage, I think, for the Lions. Goff in shotgun. Handoff. Gibbs bounces it outside, brings it to the near side. Missed tackles galore. After all that, Williams tackles him for no gain, and we're at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 after the media timeout. Well, that's hockey or basketball. 2-minute warning timeout. Oh, I'm sorry. My brain is fried. Yes, sorry. Ricola. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I have some, but I don't want to clack it on my teeth. Maybe I'll take one at halftime. Okay, they did say no gain, so 2nd and 10 from the 35. Just wanted to confirm. Again, the drive, they gashed the Packers. It was the run game mostly, and then that critical 3rd down pickup by Tom Kennedy that got them into 1st and goal to go. And Williams, when did the Williams catch happen? Maybe that was that drive too. So the 2 passes they have completed were huge for 45 yards. 2 for 5, only 1 sack, but decent pressure, at least in the first quarter, by the Packers pass rush. Love is only 11 of 20, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, they had 3 straight incompletions, 1st and 10 at the Lion 27 opening drive when they settled for a field goal. A couple drops, but nothing too egregious, really. Jacobs, though, playing well, 8 for 59 on the ground. 2-minute warning. Wicks 3 for 47 and a touchdown. He did roll his left ankle on the touchdown, but he got taped up and he's been back out there. Hey, thanks, Brick. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Thank you. Yep. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Brick. Still at commercial. Yeah, Wicks 3 for 47 on the touchdown. Dobbs 2 for 10 on the touchdown. Musgrave with that huge catch, I think on 3rd down, 1st and 20, one catch for 23 yards, and Watson 2 for 21. All right. 2nd and 10. 3 pressures, half a sack, and 2 hits for Parsons on the afternoon. Well, I hope the Packers. I understand if plenty of Detroit fans too, or Bears or Vikings fans probably rooting for the Lions. Well, maybe not. No, yeah, I guess they would be. All right. I don't know if it was offsides or false start. Let's see what they call. Yep, encroachment or neutral zone infraction. So 5 yards, 2nd and 5 coming up for Detroit at the 5. All right. They awarded the timeout. Maybe they shouldn't have. Moving on. Back to pass, 2nd and 5. Rolls to the far side, dumped off and caught for a gain of 4 by Kennedy. So they'll have a 3rd and 1 for the Lions coming up at their own 44. $1:30 to go in the first half, second quarter. 3rd and 1 from the 44, under center. He has a deep back. 2 receivers to the far side, tight end or H-back in motion. Montgomery picks up the first down. He gets at least their own 46, so 1st and 10. And looks like somebody called timeout, assuming Detroit at 1:13. Both teams have used 1 timeout here in the first half. And Troy Polamalu is still doing Head and Shoulders shampoo commercials, apparently. And I have no idea who it is with him. Is that, I don't know. Was that Hutchinson, maybe? I don't even know. Still a long way to go in the game, and 1st and 10 for the Lions, so plenty of time. 2 timeouts. They put a second on the clock, 1:14 to go. Back to pass. Goff over the middle, caught by Williams, tripped up, and eventually taken down by Valentine, but a huge first down as we approach 1 minute to go. Valentine late in covering him. McKinney tripped him up, and they're at the Packer 28. So, and I think a late timeout finally called at 52 seconds. Oh, shoot, McKinney is injured, so the Packers use the timeout. Awesome. Oh, boy. Great. as we get to see the halftime crew all on their phones for some reason. Howie in a huge discussion, talk on the phone, talking to Strahan. All right, Packers have one timeout. So is Jack White performing at halftime, I guess? I have no idea. Oh, crap. That's going to be more than a 14-minute... Oh, McKinney took Williams' heel to his chin, trying to wrap up his ankle. Hopefully he's okay. So he'll have to miss a play. 1st and 10, shotgun, back to pass, Goff over the middle, caught by Gibbs to about the Packer 24. Should be about a 2nd and 5. Clock rolling at 40 seconds. Still in shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Back to pass, throws to the far side, diving catch, but only to the 22 by Kennedy. Or did they call it incomplete? I guess they called it incomplete. Again, it would have been 3rd and 3 because it wasn't for very much. Or 3rd and 2 at minimum. Wait, did they call that a catch? Okay, I guess it was a catch, and now both teams just have one timeout after... oh, yeah, don't forget Michigan State versus North Carolina. Okay, is it North Carolina versus Michigan State or Michigan State versus North Carolina? I tried to get it right. I hope I don't have to fix my... Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay, 3rd and something. I guess it was a catch. It is 3rd and 3 at the Packer 22. Finally, Fox does it. Had to use ESPN. They put a second back on the clock. From the Packers 22, so probably 2 down territory if they don't pick it up. They have a bunch formation to the near side, trying to get reset so that they got a legal formation. Back to pass. Quickly thrown to Savion Williams. Somebody missed the tackle, and it's a walk-in touchdown. What on earth was that? Somebody had it perfectly timed, and the Packers had nothing after the initial hit. Was the formation legal? That was the big question. Oh, my gosh, that was awful. Valentine missed the hit. He tried to chop Savion Williams, or not, sorry, Jamison Williams' left leg. He just made the hit. He didn't wrap up. Williams spun out of it. Bullard missed a tackle, and nobody else was there. Unbelievable. Snap, hold, kick by Bates is good, and we got a 3-point game again. That's what I was afraid of. And the Packers will likely kneel down, and the Lions will get the second half kickoff. Oh, boy. Yeah, thanks to you, too, as well. Thanks, Susan. So far in the poll, 27 votes, 70% for the Packers. Wow. A little surprised by that. 30% for the Lions. Yep. That's what I figured. A lot of time for the Lions. And they get the ball starting the second half. And I would assume with only one timeout, the Packers will kneel, but we've seen LaFleur make this mistake before. So I hate to speculate too much. Yeah. First 2 drives, nothing. Second 2 drives, lots of yards and 2 touchdowns for the Lions. Bates kicks it. And taken at the goal line, returned up the near numbers. Melton bounces it to the, and gets hit out in the near sideline with 20 seconds to go. I assume the Packers will kneel down. Oh, brother. How you let a little wide receiver screen beat you, I have no idea. How you miss a tackle like that, like by Valentine, I don't know. And usually, I'd rather have Valentine out there even than a healthy Hobbs. Are you kidding me? Shotgun, back to pass, Love, looking, and chucks it incomplete, intended for Weil to the near side. Oh, my Lord. What are we doing, LaFleur? Just frickin' kneel it. I don't understand this. It's not worth it. Now they will. Now they kneel it. 12 seconds to go. And that'll be your halftime score. 17-14 Green Bay, and I'll start the clock eventually, but I think this is going to be more than a 14-minute halftime. All right, so it will be Lions ball to start the second half. Yeah, I have no idea how long this halftime's going to be. I guess I will get the clock started now, though. I think it's going to be more than 14 minutes, but we'll see. Hey, thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks to everybody who has liked and subscribed. If you're new and you're enjoying the live stream, please do consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and also will help with growing the channel. And I thank you for your support. Yep, I see we got 8 likes. Thank you so much. All right, I don't know. We'll put the timer up now, but who knows how long this break is actually going to be. Hope you'll stay tuned afterwards. We'll be starting up a live stream at 3:30 for North Carolina versus Michigan State. Yeah, again, hopefully I don't have to fix my thumbnail. I mean, I'm prepared with a different thumbnail. Number 16 at number 11 in Fort Myers. And then tonight, Arkansas versus Duke. Yeah, not at. And that is 2 ranked teams as well. Duke is 4. And Arkansas is 22. And now is it Duke at? Now they're saying Duke. Oh, crap. All right. Well, I swear I checked these yesterday, and I think they flipped them both. You've got to be kidding me. All right, I'll see if I can fix this. Okay, this still says Tar Heels, Michigan State, but now it says Duke at Arkansas. You would think the lower seeded team would be second. I don't know. Maybe I'll fix that later. I don't trust that. Yep, I hear you, Uncommon. Hopefully they win. I hear you. Yep, hopefully. Anybody who's not a Duke fan, I'm sure, is cheering for them. Yeah, so what the heck? I swear I checked these yesterday, and now they still flipped them. And Fox was advertising it. Like, I would think the higher seeded team would be the home team, but well, I'll change it. The thumbnail probably won't. I mean, I have another thumbnail. I can just fix it later. And then the title of the video I can fix easily. But yeah, the thumbnail may or may not be showing the right way for people. But yeah, there's nothing I can do. I did the best I could based off what was in the channel guide. And I swear I just set these up like after midnight. And that's the way they both were. So, all right. So, Love in the first half, 11 for 21. 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. Jacobs 8 for 59 on the ground. Packers 16 for 80. Wicks leads the way, 3 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. They charged Love with that fumble. He scooped it up and then threw incomplete on the play. Musgrave 1 for 23. Watson 2 for 21. Dobbs 2 for 10 and 1 touchdown. Goff is 7 of 10, 103 yards, a touchdown, no picks, and only took the 1 sack. I think the blocking was much better in the second quarter for the Lions, both pass and run. All right, St. Brown is, I guess, still questionable with that ankle, not ruled out yet. Gibbs 8 for 32 rushing. Montgomery 5 for 16 and a touchdown. Jamison Williams, 3 catches for 69 yards, a touchdown, a long of 25. Tom Kennedy, 3 for 29 and a long of 23. Gibbs, 1 catch for 5. Tackle for loss for Anzalone and tackle for loss for Nixon and Wyatt, and split sack between half a sack for Parsons and Enagbare. McManus good from 45. All right, that's about it for the numbers. Need to fix the timeouts before I forget. Man, I don't know what is banging around in my neighbor's yard in the wind. It's still so windy out. Still making noise. All right. Guess I'll cue up some music and take a break. Again, they haven't even started the halftime performance, so I have no idea how long this break is going to be. Yeah, they're saying it's next. I don't know how long this is going to be. Yeah, exactly. With these neutral site games or tournaments, and yeah, like in Duke, Arkansas, it's in Chicago. That's the problem. It's the neutral site. Yeah, I hear you. I guess I just wanted it the way TV is going to display it. But yeah, there's really nothing I can do. Only the thumbnail will be wrong. I'm not going to change it again. I'll wait. We'll see how it is. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. That stinks. That totally stinks. All right, I'm going to take a break. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me find some music. Maybe we'll go with marching band here on Thanksgiving music. All right, come on. Again, on YouTube, so free to use. All right, here we go. Let me unmute. Be right back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Alright, Jack White is done. Not sure how long it's going to take them to strike the stage as we finish up Stars and Stripes Forever. Alright, yeah, should take a look at the schedule for the NFL coming up. Why is this so slow? All right, killed the music. Excuse me. All right. All right, let's take this down. Again, I have no idea how long the halftime is when they do these special performances. Usually with the Super Bowl, it's like 25. I can't imagine they would take 25 minutes, though. I didn't even start the clock right away either. But let's get situated for the third quarter, though. Again, Detroit will receive the second half. Second half kickoff, third quarter. All right, well, we're going to do college basketball instead of these two games. Maybe Bengals Ravens will be good with Burrow back, but man, tomorrow, well, we're focusing on men's basketball and hockey instead of Bears Eagles. It should be a good game. I don't even know. I forgot what games I get Sunday. Okay, those are the noons. Yeah, Vikings, Seahawks. I probably get Broncos, Commanders, Giants, Patriots. Let's see, next Thursday, Cowboys, Lions. I don't know. Maybe we'll think about that. It looks like we're about set. So this seems to have been at least a 20-minute halftime. Nope, they're still at commercial. They acknowledged the production crew and went right back into a commercial break. So we'll see. I'm just trying to time it out just for knowledge in the future. I can't remember if they do Christmas performances or not. I probably would rather do football on Christmas than NBA, but that's just my opinion. I know that's when people maybe start to actually pay attention to the NBA. Yep, still at a commercial break. So, yeah, I'm sure it takes a while to reset the field after a performance because the performance didn't even. It took them. I mean, I guess they got it set up pretty quick, like 8 minutes, I would say. And then the actual performance was like 6 minutes, or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was a little longer than that, but maybe it took them 10 minutes to set it if I didn't start it right away. So, yeah, this is more than a 20-minute halftime break. Actually, I can probably judge. So I said it was halftime at 1:32. So, yeah, we're already past 20 minutes, 21 minutes on the halftime, and we're still at commercial. So, yeah, this is almost like a Super Bowl halftime, which I think is like 25 minimum. I don't know. You would think they would want to keep them a little, especially the noon one, a little shorter since the next game's at 3:25, I believe. But what is going on? Crown Royal, the official whiskey of the NFL. So they were giving away stuff in Crown Royal bags to people who aren't old enough to drink at this event. All right. All right. So in the future, yeah, it's probably at least 22 minutes for halftime at Thanksgiving or holidays. All right. Yeah, because I started the clocks late and we already had 21 minutes. All right. McManus has it teed up. We're just about set for the second half kickoff, not the cook-off. All right, McManus kicks it right down the middle, to the far numbers, and taken out to the 30, push forward to about the 33 or 34. McKinney is back out there, so that's good news. 14:52 to go in the third, 1st and 10, Detroit Lions. So I know it didn't start at noon. I don't think it started at 12:02 or 12:03, but yeah, we're almost 2 hours into the game though because of that halftime. And they think they're going to have basketball at 3:30. All right, and you know they're going to have post-game. Handoff to Gibbs to the outside numbers. He gets at least 2, maybe 3, 2nd and 7 or 8 coming up. Second and 7. They did give him 3. Oh my gosh. Can we enough with Verizon sideline report into the report and out of the report? Also while showing all right, toss play to the near side for Gibbs. He is spun down and out of bounds after getting to the 45. Should be about a 3rd and 4 after a gain of 3. 3rd and 5. What? At the 39? Oh. Okay, I thought he made it to the 45. But at any rate, 3rd and 5, shotgun, Goff back to pass, 4-man rush, complete over the middle for the first down. That's probably Tom Kennedy. And it is at the 46. 1st and 10, Lions. Oh, brother. Nobody covered him. Just a quick slant over the middle, right in front of both linebackers. Easy catch and throw for the Lions. Yep. I know they made a big deal about Baker Mayfield's, but yeah, Love is playing through the same thing. That was kind of just a matter-of-fact, nonchalant story. It was very unreported. Handoff to Gibbs. He gets to the 50, maybe only the 49, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 at most to the between the near hash and near numbers. But yeah, you heard correctly. That's why they ran the ball so much against the Vikings. They did not want him to have to take a hit. And they did get Willis in there to finish up, too. All right, 2nd and 6. They gave him the 50. It's 6.5. Another carry to the same spot between the near numbers and near hash. And he gets another 4. So I think it's about 3rd and 2 coming up. And whether they get it or not, it's 2-down territory. Or if they don't get it, it's 2-down territory, I meant. Yeah, this is definitely 2.5 at the 47, 6.5 yard line. Hand it off, and the Packers stuff it for no gain. So decision time for Detroit. Probably no decision. 4th and 2. 11 as we approach 11:45 to go. McDuffie unblocked or barely blocked at the last second, made the play for the Packers. Looked like Sewell just got him, but he blocked him right into the tackle, essentially. Now they call it 4th and 3. I guess he lost half a yard. Six on the play clock. 3 receivers to the far side, in shotgun with a back. Handoff to Gibbs. It's blown up. They don't get it. Packers will get the ball 1st and 10 near midfield. The defense gets a huge stop. Gets the offense the ball and still retains the 3-point lead. Wow. Parsons was there to blow it up. So was McDuffie. Interesting call by Dan Campbell there. I'm not going for it, but running it. Same play, yeah, exactly. I don't. It's a personal thing for the Packers. I'm glad to see it called by the opponent and get blown up, but I don't understand running a draw out of shotgun on 3rd or 4th and 3. I just think you take the ball out of the quarterback's hands and for what? You think you're going to catch the defense off guard, or and it's like, okay, they're going to pass rush up the middle. Where is the running back supposed to go? It ain't his fault. The lineman can only do so much. I'm just befuddled. I'm just tickled to see another coach make the same mistake. I mean, and then, of course, when it wins, everybody's going to be like, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong. Yeah, but fine. If it works, it works, but I'd rather see any other play called specifically on 3rd and 3 and 4th and 3 and less. That's it. That's my only contention, because it's not fooling anybody anymore. I don't know. I guess defenses are good to go either against the run or the pass, especially if the run is going to be a shotgun run, for lack of a better term, or a draw or whatever. And they lost 2. Oh, just double checking the time. Yeah, 11:08. 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 49. Packers need a touchdown. I mean, you'd take a field goal to go up 6, but I'd be much more comfortable. It'd be a little more less anxiety ridden if they got cash in with a touchdown here. Memory of a Killer. I suppose I shouldn't say that. That looks Patrick, what's his name, Dempsey? I might check that show out. Yep, Parsons and Wooden up the middle. Wooden took the double team, so that allowed McDuffie and Parsons to blow it up. I don't know why they double teamed Wooden. That's not the way they were running it. Why not double up Parsons on that? That's another thing. Like, why are they blocking it the way they did? All right, Love under center, 2 backs. Hand it off to Jacobs for no gain to the outside numbers. 2nd and 10 from their own 49. Under 11 minutes remaining. Yep, the Packers are going to have to play much better in games when they play the Bears, and they still have the Vikings on the road as well. But for now, they need to take care of business in the second half in Detroit. Under center, 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Launches one down the right side. Watson at the 5, and it's a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch by Watson, who celebrates with Dobbs. Let's go. Wow, what a strike. With 10:31, still tons of time to go in the third quarter. Watson did a quick out, and then kept going. Maybe got a little bit of a shove. He didn't straighten his arm out, but he just had his hand on him with his elbow bent, so no flag. And over the shoulder catch for the touchdown. McManus kicks it through the uprights and in, and the Packers once again have a 10-point lead and will be kicking off. So how many frackin' yards was that? 51? It was. Watson for a 51-yard touchdown catch on 2nd and 10. Wow. And that's why they sorely missed Christian Watson. He's the only receiver that can do that for them. They hope, I think, Golden will be the eventual successor there. But you don't know. Yep, boom, exactly right, Derek. Thank you. Wow. We will take that. Again, plenty of time, though. Is this a Baker Mayfield ad? What? What is this commercial? Is it Baker Mayfield? Is this for Jared or something? No, Macy's. Okay. Yeah, like they have a hotline. Oh, great. Troy Aikman commercial. Well, we will take it. That was much needed. You know, they tried to do that earlier. You know, it's not like this is the first deep shot they've taken. Excuse me. But now, man, Love's still 12 for 22 now, but 169 yards and 3 touchdown passes. Watson for 51. Wicks for 22. The one to Dobbs was like obviously 2 because he has 2 catches, and the other one was 8. So, but yeah, it was a quick out. It looked like the corners were confused on the coverage, and wasn't the guy who ended up with the coverage's fault. I think it was the outside corner's fault, but not knowing what the scheme was, just total guess. Oh yeah, so I forgot what that Thursday game was that I was thinking, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe I will do Thursday night football. Those do decent because it's only on Prime, but actually it is free on Twitch if you have a Twitch account too. You don't have to do. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Sam. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. All right, just about set for the kickoff. McManus has it teed up. 10:31 to go. Third quarter. All right. McManus signals. Here's the kick to the far side numbers. Taken at the 1 between the hash mark or the far numbers on the sideline. Returned up near the 30. 1st and 10 for the Lions offense at 10:25. All right, 1st and 10 Lions. Wow, he made a body catch. That hit his chest before he wrapped it up with his hands. I wish he would catch with the hands, but however you catch it. All right, from their own 29, shotgun back to Goff, looking, rolls to the near side. It's a keeper to the 35-40. 1st down, 45, cuts it upfield to the 50. Unbelievable. Oh, brother. What was that defense, Green Bay? And they're already in Packer territory. At the Green Bay 47. So Goff, a 24-yard run, his first rush of the day. Awesome. And McDuffie missed the tackle. May have been a illegal block in the back on McDuffie. I didn't quite get a great look at that. I was looking away. Under center, deep back, 2 seconds on the play clock. Handoff, fake the handoff to Montgomery. Throws to Montgomery. He gets 3 or 4 yards. Second down coming up. Depending on the spot. Let's see what they say. 2nd and 7 according to ESPN. Fox has yet to signal. Somebody on the Lions O-line, I guess, has... it's Ratledge, has a neck injury, but he's still out there. 2nd and 7 from the Packer 44. Receiver in motion to the far side. He has a deep back, Montgomery. So 2 to the far side. Fake the handoff to Montgomery. No pass rush. Dumped off. Montgomery has it to the 30 and a first down for the Lions. All right. Too much. Too quick. Defenses seem to be taking an early Thanksgiving holiday here on both sides. 8:25 to go in the third. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 31. Handoff to Montgomery. He's inside the 25 down to the 20 on a run to the between the far numbers and the hash mark and the far hash mark. Another 1st and 10. They're almost... Are they in the red zone? No indication yet. Yep, 1st and 10 at the Packers 17. So keeping it on the ground is working here for the Lions. I don't know why they're just showing the legs on the replay. That was an interesting call. All right. Tight end and receiver to the near side. It's a fake handoff to Montgomery. Back to pass. All kinds of time. Thrown into the end zone. Diving catch. And a touchdown by Tesla at 7:25. Here we go again. Down 24-20. Lions. I assume they'll kick the extra point. I don't know who had Tesla. He was basically uncovered. Lost in the zone, I guess. I have no idea. Nobody, like, the safeties are like in the back of the end zone. Nobody covered him. He just was like a yard or two deep. Bates on for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. Oh, brother. Well, back to work. Offense needs to apparently score every drive, preferably a touchdown and not a field goal. I don't know if you can kick a field goal now with the way these offenses are going. I think you do need to go for a touchdown every drive. Yep. Yeah, I had heard. Thanks, Sam. Yep, not going to do it, though. We're going to do Arkansas Duke men's basketball at 7 o'clock. That game, I think, is on NBC. Yeah, not Prime, so it's a tough sell on YouTube. Try to go with counter programming. It's tough. There's so many people doing NFL, so I do the Packers because I'm going to watch them anyways. All right. Just getting rid of spam real quick. All right. Still at commercial. Lions will be kicking off. Too easy on that last drive. 7 plays, 71 yards, 3:06 taken off the clock. Packers had a quick strike. They may want to sustain a drive just to get their defensive rest, I guess. I don't know. Goff has been great. 11 for 14, 143 yards and a touchdown, 1 sack, no picks. Gibbs, 14 for 42. Montgomery, 6 for 30. So combined, they're 20 for 72. Montgomery, the touchdown. Jamison Williams, a touchdown catch, and just now Isaac Tesla for 1 for 17. Still waiting on TV here. All right, we get an outside look at Ford Field above, if it's still Comerica, the baseball field. Three TDs on their last 4 drives for, that's right, the Packers actually got a stop to start the third quarter, and that's been it. Otherwise, Lions' offense has been unstoppable. Again, other than that 4th and 3 play getting stuffed. Kick taken at the 1 or 2 up the far sideline and out of bounds for Melton, probably just short of the 30. 7:21 to go. I don't know. I guess everybody was paying attention to Jamison Williams. I don't know. They had a double team on him, and yeah, Tesla was uncovered. No, there was 2 people to the far side guarding nobody. Parsons got double teamed. They were ready to triple team him. I think Parsons pleading his case that he might have been held, but I don't know about that last one. All right. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Handoff to Jacobs between the hash marks. He gets to the 30 for a gain of 2. Maybe they gave him the 31 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. They did. 7 minutes remaining in the third. All right, Packers up 3. Offense needs to get points every drive and preferably touchdowns, the way the game is going. All right, Williams is the deep back. Melton in motion. They hand it off to Melton. He's got the 35, 40, and a first down out near the 45. Little end around. 1st and 10 from their own 45, I believe. Yep. Should be under 6.5. Yeah, we're approaching 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And they paused the clock a little bit when he went out of bounds. All right. Watson is the far side receiver. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Love back to throw down the field. Caught in stride by Wicks and knocked down at the 25. And Harper, number 12 on the Lions, is slow to get up. Hopefully he's all right. Wicks did a quick route. Yeah, just a fly route. You know, he just cut it inside the tight end and went right up the middle between the middle of the near numbers and near hash mark. And yeah, unfortunately, we do have an injury timeout at 5:43. I hope that Lions defender's all right. It was Harper. Thomas Harper, number 12. 4 tackles total, 1 solo on the day. Wicks with 4 for 77 and a touchdown. Watson, 3 for 72 and a touchdown. Dobbs, 2 for 10 and a touchdown. Musgrave made a great diving catch, 1 for 23. Jacobs, 10 for 62 now. And the Packers have rushed 19 times for 97 yards. Love is 13 of 23 for 199 yards and 3 touchdowns. Have not heard anything new about St. Brown. Obviously, he was questionable with an ankle. I believe it was his right ankle to return. Yep, Rams 1 seed, then either, I guess, the Eagles, then the Bears. They played on Friday, actually. Oh, that's why. Yeah, Prime gets a Black Friday game to make up for not having Thursday night football on Thanksgiving. I see. Oh, brother. What is Brady advertising here? Oh, brother. They're looking at Harper on the sideline. Not sure what the injury is. All right. Game clock back in motion. We resume 1st and 10 for the Packers at the Lions 25. Near hash mark. Under center. Toss play to Jacobs to the outside numbers. He gets inside the 20 for about a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. 5:20 to go. 3rd quarter. Uh-oh. Jacobs is slow. Limping to the sideline. Oh, jeez. Now he's trying to squat and stretch. He took a shot off the left knee and then landed awkwardly on his right knee. And he is in some considerable pain. Oh, brother. Handoff to Wilson. He plows forward, and I think, given what should be the correct spot, I think that's a first down at the Lion 15. Or are they marked? No, that's got to be a first down where they spotted the ball. Yep. 4:34 in the 3rd. Jacobs still stretching it out on the sideline. I have no idea. 11 rushes for 68 yards. Wait, did he? I thought he had 10 for, 62. That's right. Never mind. All right, 1st and 10 in shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Wilson, the back. Quick throw to Dobbs behind the line of scrimmage. He moves forward and gets drilled at the 10. And it'll be 2nd and 5. And Dobbs helped up. He seems to be okay. Under 4 in the 3rd. Packers have a 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 10-yard line. Pretty good block by Watson and Wicks, and then the 3rd defender was able to make the tackle. Oh, boy. Hopefully Jacobs is all right. Dobbs and Watson to the far side. Fitzpatrick on the line to the near side. Wilson in shotgun. And I think the Packers used a timeout to avoid a delay of game. Oh, brothers. More things change, the more they stay the same. All right, so after the timeout, Packers will have 2nd and 5 from the Lion 10-yard line. Branch had the tackle and hit on the last play for the Lions. All right. 311 yards for the Packers. I think it was 228 for the Lions, maybe. Shotgun handoff, faked handoff. Dobbs catches it and fumbles it, and Walker recovers it at the 6. So I think they'll have 3rd and 1 after all that. Holy crap. Dobbs had the first down and then got hit, or is it going to be called incomplete? Catch 2 feet down. I mean, the hit was immediately. Walker was Johnny on the spot. I'm not sure. Is this complete or incomplete? It is complete. 3rd and 1. So Packers catch a break. Shotgun. Oh, fake the handoff. Love rolls to the far side. Still looking and lobs it out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 4th and 1 and a flag on the play. Hold the phone. 2:36. Oh, boy, that was near disaster. Yes. Face mask. Personal foul against Campbell, number 46, the linebacker. Yep, he grabbed Weil, number 81, pardon me, his face mask, and absolutely yanked on it and turned his head around. Very dangerous pass, yeah. Would have been a touchdown if Weil had been able to get open to. And good news, Josh Jacobs back on the field. But 1st and goal for the Packers. And why is my caps lock on? There we go. All right, they're at the 3 in shotgun. And delayed handoff up the middle. Jacobs pushes the pile, but he's going to be stopped short at the 1 or the 2. So 2nd and goal coming up. Oh, man, the Packers caught a break. Dobbs had the first down, immediately fumbled. I'm a little surprised that it wasn't just called incomplete, because then that would have been 4th and 5. Instead, they get, or no, 3rd. I'm sorry. I guess it would have been 3rd and 5. But they got a 3rd and 1, and then the Lions were guilty of a face mask. So 2nd and goal now at the 1.5. 3 receivers to the far side. It's Wicks, Dobbs, and Watson. Fake the handoff. Wicks is open. Catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Let's go. Boy, we needed that. Need the defense to slow the Lions offense down. At least maybe hold them to a field goal. That'd be a win. Wow, Wicks barely broke the goal line, but actually second effort. Before he was down, he was in again, too. Yeah, before his knee or elbow were down, he was in. I know they'll review it, but decent coverage and good hit, but nothing they could do. All right, McManus, the snap, the hold, the kick is through the uprights and good. And the Packers are back up top by 10. 31-21 with 1:44 to go in the 3rd. So is that Wicks' 2nd? 5 for 78 and 2 touchdowns. Good to see Josh Jacobs back in there, though. I don't know who that is. I was thinking of an old Rush lyric. I think it's on Hemispheres. Which song is that? Circumstances by Rush. Hemispheres. Boy, if I was going to listen to Rush ever again, it probably would be the Hemispheres album. I know everybody. I loved 2112, of course. Moving Pictures probably played too much to death, but Hemispheres is probably the last album I listened to 20-some years ago. And if I was going to go back, it probably would be for Hemispheres. Yeah, I think the song is Circumstances. I got to look it up. Still waiting for the ref to signal that McManus can kick it. Here's the kick high and taken at the 5 on the far numbers. Over the 20 to the 25 and down to the 26. So decent coverage by the Packers kick coverage unit finally. And Goff and company will take over at their own 26. I mean, I obviously borrowed that from the original source, and I just don't know the original source. Ooh, Escape from New York, Escape from L.A. Yeah, I need to watch those. I just watched Big Trouble in Little China within this year, and I loved it, so I got to check those out. Pass caught at the 40, 1st and 10, near the sideline by who else? Jamison Williams. But we got a late flag. So what's that about? The Goff thinks it's on the Packers. It was against Valentine, so either DPI or holding. Nixon just couldn't catch up. I don't know if that was supposed to be him or not, but 1st and 10. All right, well, I guess we're watching a track meet here in the second half. Toss. Montgomery gets it back to Goff. He drops it and has to fall on it at the 31. So the trick play blows up in their face. This is going to be 2nd and long. I'm going to guess about 2nd and 19. Goff was looking downfield and took his eye off the ball before he secured the catch. It is 2nd and 19, back at their own 31. All right, can't give up 14 yards here, defense, on 2nd down or 3rd. Well, a nice handoff to the outside, and he's out to the 45. So pretty close. 3rd and 6. Just like clock. Oh, no. And somebody's hurt for the Packers. Cannot see a number. Looks like a 5. It's Cooper, 56. Oh, man. They're already short at linebacker as it is with Walker out today. Oh, this could spell disaster. 3rd and 6. Yeah, I know. I think I like the director, too, in that movie. I don't know why I haven't seen those yet. I really need to check those out. And I do like Kurt Russell as well. Oh, boy. Hope Cooper's all right. Oh, so it's counted as a Montgomery fumble and a recovery by Goff. They said the 32? ESPN thinks it's 3rd and 5. All right, well. But a gain of 14 yards on 2nd and 19, they say. So that'd still be 3rd and... Oh, I guess that is 3rd and 5. So Fox is wrong. And another Tom Brady commercial? Oh, okay. It's just for Fox Sports. And Cooper heads to the blue tent. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That is somebody they can ill afford to lose. They're already weak at linebacker. It looks like... Is that Christian Welch in, or is he off the team? I got to see. Actually... The Lions don't need to snap this. 3rd and 6. Handoff, 1st down, inside Packers territory to the near sideline. That will probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And the Lions will have 1st and 10 in Packers territory when we start the 4th quarter. And it looked like 91 got held. Handful of jersey, no call. Who the heck is night? Oh, Warren Brinson, the rookie. Yeah. Lineman had a full grip of his jersey. I guess because he didn't grab him by the collar, there was no call. I don't know. Sure would be nice if they ever called holding penalties. I don't think we've had one today, if I'm honest. Not on the lineman, at least. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Johnny Knoxville is bringing back, what is that? Forgot that show with, I already missed the name of it. Fear Factory. The old, wasn't that Joe Rogan? All right, I got to get water real quick. Let me fix the clock before I do, though. All right, 1 second. All right. Oh, happy Thanksgiving again, everyone out there. Thanks for being here with me. Hope you're having a great holiday. Oh, let me unplug my phone charger. Oh, come on. I don't know if I'd put Jahmyr Gibbs in the same breath as Barry Sanders just yet, but all right, I get it. Lions play on Thanksgiving, so. Through 43 games. Yeah, he's 700 short, but yeah, the rest of his numbers, TDs from scrimmage, are the same, and rushing yards or yards per rush are the same. All right, whatever. So I guess I stand corrected. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 42. Detroit in blue going left to right. Quick dump off to Jamison Williams. He brings it to the near side, and he's tackled. Oh, did they? Okay, 1 yard short of the first down, 2nd and 9. Thought that play was well covered to the near outside, the near side, but then. Combined 9 possessions, 7 touchdowns. Wait. But there's been 3 punts. 1 by the Packers, 2 by the Lions. How is that possible? I don't think that's right. Toss play to the near side. And that one is well covered on a run by Gibbs. Loss of 2. Oh, sorry. It should have been 3rd and 1, and my brain flipped it. Now it should have been 2nd and 1, not 2nd and 9. And now it's 3rd and 3 after the loss of 2. Well, they'll go for it anyways, even if they don't get it here on 3rd down. Although, all right, well, we need to stop them first. They're at the 35.5-yard line. They got to get to the 32. So it's 3.5. Shotgun, back to pass. Goff throws to the left sideline, wide open. Jamison Williams caught and tackled by Williams, the safety. 1st and 10, Green Bay. 1st and 10 in Green Bay territory for the Lions. Parsons got there late and didn't get a finger on him. Good tackle by Williams, though, to prevent a big play, but still first down at the Green Bay 28. Goff under center, bunched formation, Kennedy in motion to the far side, handoff to Gibbs. That is stopped for no gain. And anytime they want to blow the whistle, but it would be fine, as Gibbs was getting pushed back. I'm not going to complain that the defense doesn't get the stop and then in the same hand say, oh, let the play out. No. Even if it's for the Lions, you got to stop. You got to blow the whistle. I don't understand letting this play out, 2nd and 10 from the Green Bay 28. Shotgun, Goff back to pass. Caught, quick hitter to Gibbs near hash mark. Short of the first down, but about a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 coming up, I believe. Nope, 3rd and 3, gain of 7. I guess they're at the Green Bay 21. I thought they had given them to the 20. Huge play, but again, you would think the Lions would be going for it. First, you got to stop them anyways. It's really 2.5. Well, they got to get to the 16. 18.5. Shotgun, handoff, blown up by the Packers. Another 3rd and 3 shotgun draw. This one doesn't work to Gibbs, and it's 4th down. I don't know if they'll give him no gain or what. But yeah, a shotgun draw or shotgun handoff on the near hash mark. Evan Williams came from the safety spot to make the shoestring tackle. 4th and 3, they're going for it. Down 10, I get it. You think the way the defenses are playing, you do got to get a touchdown. So I understand, and it is Detroit. They have 7 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Rolls to the near side, dropped by Williams. Jamison Williams with a drop. I think Goff put it a little behind him, though. Yeah, he had to reach behind him. That was a tough catch. You still got to have it, but Packers will take the stop. Huge play. Yeah, Goff has got to lead him better, but don't know if that's going to be a drop on Jamison Williams or not. Huge turnover on downs. And the Packers need to get points. Again, preferably a touchdown on this drive. Williams giveth and Williams taketh away, I guess. He does have 6 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown, though, on 9 targets. Again, he had to reach behind himself to get it as he's running, parallel to the sideline. So it was going to be a tough catch if he somehow got to it. But Goff's got to put a better ball out there for him to have a chance. Excuse me. All right, still at break. Goff is 15 of 19, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns, only no picks and taken 1 sack. And again, he had it was 2 mistakes this drive. He dropped that throw that went back to him. I mean, they ended up picking up the first down anyways. Oh, good. Cooper has returned to the game. I didn't see that at all. I just saw that in the play-by-play. But, yeah, he put a ball behind Jamison Williams, so can't really blame him for that. Gibbs has 19 for 66. Montgomery 7 for 30 and a touchdown. And Goff, the 24-yard run, 28 rushes for 115 yards and a touchdown. They must have been showing combined numbers because I thought I was looking at the passing numbers. Yeah, I think Goff knows he made a bad throw. And not too happy with himself. All right, Love with the Packers. He's under center. I formation. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. Over the line of scrimmage. Slides down at about the 27. So probably a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. He had pressure coming around after the pocket broke up, and he went ahead. Wait, what? Oh, 4 TD passes. Yeah. What? That's right. 2 for Wicks, 1 for Watson, 1 for Dobbs. I missed the stat they were doing. 10-12 to go in the 4th. 2nd and 5 for the Packers. 3 on the play clock. Jacobs the deep back. Handoff. Well defended by the Lions. Give Jacobs a gain of 1 up the middle. And it's 3rd and 4 already. All right. Could we please try to pass for this? Musgrave checks out. Dobbs, Watson. I think Brooks is on, so hopefully they don't. I would not think it would be a shotgun run here. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Dobbs splits out wide. Watson in the middle with Wicks. Far side, we got 2 on the play clock. 1, snap, back to throw. Throws, left side, leaping. Oh, should have been catch by Watson and knocked away. Incomplete. I think the Packers were wanting DPI. And it's 4th and 4. Grabbed his arm. How is that not DPI? He couldn't get both hands up because his arm got grabbed. Where's the flag? Now I see why they were so upset. How's he supposed to catch the ball with one hand, ref? You're looking right at it. We got a camera. And the guy's looking right at it, and it completely ignored it. Unbelievable break for the Lions. Hits at the 10, and Whelan's punt just gets into the end zone for a touchback, like a yard or 2 deep at 9:02. That's complete BS. Should have been DPI. Should have been a first down for the Packers. No call. 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 20. What a bunch of crap. Yeah, I'm probably... Oh, that's right. Watson got pushed out of bounds. You're right. I had forgotten. I couldn't believe that wasn't called. But this one, seemingly, just given the circumstances, I guess it's the 4th quarter. You just don't blow your whistle. I don't know. Wow. But when a guy's arm gets grabbed and you can clearly see he's only able to get one arm up to catch it, and you don't throw a flag, yeah, I don't understand the contact they're allowing against Watson, because it was Watson earlier that got shoved out of bounds. 72-yard kick or punt by Whelan, and it just went a yard or 2 too deep. And couldn't be downed. That would have been awesome if they could have pinned him at the 5. Wow, that's brutal that wasn't called. The other one I don't think cost him, but this one cost him dearly. Gosh darn it, why? Yeah, I think I lost some viewers after that blow up. I apologize. I'm going to be a homer for the Packers. Can't help it. But, I don't want to scream into the mic. I think this mic or this OBS does a decent job of limiting it, though. Oh, man. Hopefully the Packers defense can get another stop here. was really hoping the Packers offense, even if they got a field goal, put them up 13. I wouldn't have felt great, but better than 10. And you'd have to, the Lions would have to get 2 touchdowns, not just a touchdown and a field goal to get into the game. Oh, boy. All right, well, long way to go in this one. As the Madden and Summerall tribute pours on. I guess there's a book. Oh, great. Forewords by Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Hard pass. I guess I could skip the forward. I don't know. I was never a big fan of Summerall. I did like Madden. Shotgun receiver in motion to the far side. Back to pass against the... And it dropped. Gibbs had a pass to him short of the line of scrimmage, and he dropped it. Not Goff's fault on this one. 2nd and 10. Think he was thinking about the move he was going to make upfield prior. Mark Parsons on the sideline. I thought he was in on that play, but I don't know. Catching a breather. We got Brinson out there. They just showed him. Gary's out there. I don't know about Lucas Van Ness. Was he unable to go today? I forgot about I'll have to look that up quick. Under center. Fakes the handoff to Montgomery. Steps up, throws down the middle. Caught for a first down by Tesla. And they're at their own 38. 1st and 10. Nixon on the late coverage. Good diving catch by Tesla. Boy, I don't know if Nixon touched him down. Tesla got up and the Packers punched it out. Play continues with a sack. Parsons gets there and hammers Goff to the ground. That's going to be at least a loss of 5. Goff's going to feel that one tomorrow still. Just beat the left tackle like a rented mule. And had just blew him up in the left shoulder and tackled him to the ground. 2nd and 18. An 8-yard loss. Do not give up 14 yards here on 2nd and 18, please, defense. Shotgun, back to pass. Quick throw. Kennedy, tackle. Nope, that's not Kennedy. But number 82, Owelli. Is that Owelley? 3rd and 15, gain of 3. Shoestring tackle made. Under 7.5 to go in the 4th. Jamison Williams in motion to the far side. Looks like Valentine will be covering him. Shotgun, back to pass. Looking. Still looking and sacked. He had people open, I thought. Ah, crap. There's a flag. Hopefully it's Enigbare on the sack. Goff thinks it's on Green Bay. What's the call? And LaFleur not happy. They're going to call... Okay, call it both ways then. That's ridiculous. They call that crap on Tom Kennedy, but Christian Watson can't get a call. That's insane. I mean, sure, by the letter of the law, that was holding. 1st and 10 at the 38, but then call it both ways. Run on the near hash mark for a gain of 1 or 2, as we're under 6:50 to go now. Unbelievable. Nice ref ball here on full display to a national, Thanksgiving audience. No other game going on, and you get this crap called this way. 2nd and 8 from the 40. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush over the middle, wide open. Jamison Williams breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, steps out of bounds at the 16. Unbelievable. Nice play call. You ignore Watson getting held. Then on 3rd and 15, you call Tom Kennedy getting held, and the continues a drive for the Lions, and now they're inside the red zone. Unfreaking believable. And Williams, the safety, missed the tackle. That's why they had the first down. It was a big play, but then it nearly went for a touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 16. Handoff to Gibbs, tackled at the 15, maybe the 14, so 2nd and 8 coming up on a run to the far side. I just don't get it. Call the game the same. Be consistent. You can't make that call on Nixon and not call that holding call where Watson got held. It just, you can't call the game two different ways, especially in crunch time in the 4th quarter. That's just inexcusable. Kennedy in motion to the near side, 5 on the play clock, in shotgun. Looked like a false start on the left guard or left tackle, caught over the middle by 86 to the 10. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Ferkser, I think, was on the catch. 86. 4.5 to go. 3rd and 4. Big play. Packers need a stop. Keep the Lions out of the end zone here. 7 for 11 today on 5.5 yards average to go on 3rd down. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass. Packers blitzed, but Gibbs has the catch for the 1st down at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Nixon on the coverage. .340 to go. Actually, they're at the 4.5. 1st and goal. Gibbs throws over the middle, incomplete. Didn't see if that was a direct snap. I had just looked away. 2nd and goal with 3:30. That makes sense. Direct snap to Montgomery. Have him fake the run. Get blown up by, I think, Enagbare. And a bad pass behind the tight end or receiver. 2nd and goal, but that stopped the clock with 3:30 to go. Goff in shotgun, 3 receivers bunched to the far side. Back to pass. Batted down by Colby Wooden at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. Nice play. Number 96. I think it was Colby Wooden. Yeah, Wooden. Yep. Oh, it hit him in the face mask. 3rd and goal. 3:26 to go. All right, come on, Packers. 2 straight plays. Keep them out of the end zone. In shotgun, Goff. 2 receivers to the far side with a back with him in the backfield. Back to pass. Looking. Sacked back at the 15 by Parsons. 4th and goal. What a play by Micah. I think he has 2.5 on the day. Did the Lions take a timeout or did somebody get injured? Because the clock is stopped at 3:15. They'll probably give him forward progress to the 14, actually. All right, what's the timeout for? Oh, no. Devontae Wyatt is down. Oh, I had to ask. Oh, man. Oh, the Brinson rolled up on his left leg. He got blocked there. That's why Wyatt is down. Fudge. Oh, my gosh. The injuries. Luckily, they'll have an extra day of rest compared to the. Don't they play the Bears? Yeah, it's 3 straight against the division. They're going to need this extra day. Ooh, Parsons hit him high, though. That was. Could have been helmet to helmet, if I'm honest. Yeah, Wyatt injured. So the clock will roll, I think, when they spot it back in play, but I don't know. Assuming they're going to send Jake Bates out to make this a one-possession game, but you never know with Dan Campbell. All right, 4th and 15. Or 4th and goal from, I think they're going to say the 14. Actually, they say the 13. Okay. So Cooper did return. Wyatt, boy, I don't know. I hope this isn't too serious. We'll see. Wait, 1.5 sacks? I thought. Oh, maybe one got wiped out by a penalty. No, he has 2.5. They just said, oh, on 3rd down. Okay, whatever. He has 1.5 on 3rd down. Gotcha. All right, 4th and goal from the 13. I assume they're sending Bates out there. I'm not even watching Parsons on that rush. I was watching Wyatt. Oh, my God. Wyatt's still on the field. Oh, no. Oh, well, that's not good news. Wyatt is going to be carted off. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That is not good news. I knew it was serious, but this is not looking good. Boy, they sure could use TJ Slayton about now, but he's obviously, I think, on the Bengals, so. And obviously, they don't have Kenny Clark for a very good reason because they traded for Micah Parsons, but. Oh, boy. Not looking good. All right. We'll see. Still not sure, I mean, because of the injury, what the Lions are doing here. All right. They do send Bates onto the field. And the clock is rolling. 3:10 to go. It's a 31-yarder straight on. Snap, hold, kick is up through the uprights and good at 2:59 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll see what they elect to do. Wyatt waving to the fans, but yeah, I believe it's his left leg. He got rolled up on by Brinson. Not intentionally. It just was how it got blocked and how the bodies piled up. All right, kickoff coming up for the Lions. We'll see what they choose to do. Probably kicking it deep with 2:59, 3 timeouts, and the 2-minute warning. Packers only have 2 timeouts. They had to waste one to avoid a delay of game penalty. Yeah, they are kicking it deep. Thought for a second they weren't. Come on, boys. We have basketball in 25 minutes. This game might still be going. Hopefully not. 31-24. Packers up by 7. Again, last possession ended with an incomplete pass instead of what should have been holding or DPI and a first down on the Lions defense. And then the Lions benefited from a call to keep a drive going on 3rd and 15 because of that. All right, kickoff is kneeled down in the end zone. 1st and 10 coming up for the Packers at their own 35-yard line. Need at least a field goal on this drive if you want to win this game. We got Watson and Jacobs out there. What is Love trying to signal? Oh, yay. Thanksgiving stats. Joy. All right. 1st and 10 on the far hash mark at their own 35. Love under center. Jacobs the deep back. Watson in motion to the near side. Run to the far numbers. Loses half a yard. 2nd and 10.5. And assume that was a timeout by Detroit because the clock is stopped. Oh, boy. No, I certainly hope not. I just want a Packers win. I was just thinking even in terms of these last 3 minutes could take forever. But, yeah. Oh, boy. Jeez, yeah. We got to be reminded that Tom Brady is a 7-time Super Bowl champ. Please, yes. Everybody wants that rammed down their throats on Thanksgiving. Blah. Key that in his name key there, of course. Puke. Love under center. Jacobs is the deep back. Shotgun, another handoff, but right up between the hash marks, out near the 40, bringing up 3rd and 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot. 2:48, timeout, Detroit. Whoops, wrong button. Packers 2 timeouts. Lions 1, 3rd and 5. Huge play is an understatement. I don't have a turkey hat, so I can't help you. Gotcha. I see. No, point taken, though. He wouldn't go for overtime. Tom Brady is a witch. Yes. Or a warlock will accept. 3 receivers to the far side. Dobbs to the near side. Looks like Brooks in shotgun with Love. Lions showing 4-man rush. They rush 4-5. Love to the far sideline. Caught by Watson for a first down. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, actually, they sent a lot of people. Hutchinson was split out wide. The Weil made a great block on him. That's what sprung this. Weil just blew up Hutchinson. And great route by Watson and caught on the near far sideline. Clock stopped at 2:43 on the out-of-bounds play. 1st and 10, still in their own territory at the Green Bay 48. Fake the handoff. But now fake the handoff to Melton, and Jacobs rushes to the Lion 49. gain of maybe 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. I think the Lions used their last timeout. I assume Fox took down their score bug, so not entirely sure. Yep, they're out of timeouts with 2:38. Still got the 2-minute warning. Packers have 2 remaining. Boy, I hope Devontae Wyatt's okay. That would be a... Speaking of turkey hats, there you go, Taylor. Lions turkey hat. All right, 2nd and 7. Still 20 on the play clock. At the line. Love under center. Jacobs the deep back. Dobbs split out wide to the far side. Watson in the block on the near side. Watson in motion. Jacobs handoff between the hash marks. Gets it near the 45 of the Lions. Should be about 3rd and 3 after the 2-minute warning. Yep, 3rd and 3 coming up. They'll let the clock roll down to the 2-minute warning. So still a big play coming up. Still plenty of time. Packers really do need a first down. Yeah, they lined up with a jumbo package, or Kennard reported as eligible. They've been doing more of that because Tucker Kraft got hurt. You know, Tucker Kraft is a great pass-catching tight end, and he's one of the best pretty much ever at yards after the catch, but not to be – you can't ignore that he does a tremendous job also as a blocker, and it's just Luke Musgrave is not it. Unless they're willing to keep him on the roster as a 3rd tight end, he might be done after this year. A turkey hat? No, I'm good. Savion has a one that's too. He was inactive this game. Oh yeah, I meant to look at the inactives because I don't think Lucas Van Ness. Yeah, he's out. Okay. Inactives were Golden, Walker, Hobbs, Donovan Jennings, a guy who's usually scratched, backup offensive lineman, Savion Williams, Lucas Van Ness, and Carl Brooks. So I didn't have to worry about it being Brooks or Wooden. Brooks isn't even active because he has an injury. So Wooden with that nice pass defense at the line off his helmet. But, yeah. Yeah, so if Savion was out there, I sometimes confuse him and Dobbs just because they both have the Guardian cap. Guardian cap. That's what it is. Halo is that whole apparatus that you bolt your head to. All right, we still got a huge 3rd and 3, though. This game by no means is over yet. They need to pick up this first down. Huge game as far as the division is concerned. And, boy, I hate to do it, but won't be watching anyways, but got to cheer for – maybe I'll have it on. Got to cheer for the Eagles tomorrow. So don't think we're not going to catch the Rams for the number 1, probably not the Eagles for the 2. Got to just think about winning the NFC North. But we do have 2 games with the Bears, so it's a little different even if they won. Got to just take care of business in the division. Still have 3 division games left in Minnesota, in Chicago, and hosting Chicago. And I forgot to fix the clock, didn't I? I let the clock tick down instead of stopping it at the 2-minute warning. My bad. 3rd and 3 at the Lions 45. Love in shotgun. He has Brooks with him. Dobbs in motion to the near side, so 2 each side. Shotgun back to pass. Looking, throws over the middle, dropped by Watson. It may have been a tipped ball, though. So there wouldn't have been DPI anyways. And that stops the clock at 1:55. And are the Packers are going to at least line up and make it look like, man, Dobbs should have caught, or Watson probably should have caught that. It was not a tip ball. It was in both hands. Watson's got to come up with that catch. So they're going to line up like they're going for it, but I wouldn't be shocked if they just take the delay of game. Watson in motion, 5 seconds on the play clock. Yeah. They'll probably take the timeout or take the delay of game. Detroit jumped late, but they will burn their second timeout. Now what? You can't call back-to-back timeouts. You could still line up and take a delay of game and then send Whelan and the punting unit on. As of now, Love is talking to LaFleur like they're going for it. Oh, boy. I mean, yeah, the Lions can score quick. I understand the thinking, but I don't know about this one. I think you give your defense the shot, but again, I wouldn't be shocked if they just take the delay of game and end up sending Whelan on anyways. Cannot take their last timeout. Back-to-back timeouts is a penalty. Back-to-back by the same team, I should say. Well, offense is on the field. 15 on the play clock. 3 receivers out wide to the far side. In shotgun. Now he's doing the same thing at the line. Yeah, I think they're not snapping. They do snap it. Back to pass. Love throws over the middle. Leaping catch made by Wicks. And a first down at the 30. Game, set, and match. Should be, and I forgot to put fourth down on the screen. Should be 3 kneel downs. Wow. Wicks getting held, too. And made the leaping catch right at the number for the number 30 painted on the field to the near side. And Love took a shot after delivering that strike. Branch on the coverage. A lot of clutching and grabbing. Wicks had to push away to get open. And Branch with his mouth guard stuck in his helmet. Kneel down number 1 by Love. 2nd and 11. They'll probably have to kneel down one more time. Gotcha, off-putting. Yeah, but Dobbs especially has had multiple concussions. Well, sorry, Taylor. Go Bears. Well, come on. I don't know about that. Instead of Packers. Okay, I get you. Kneel down number 2. That should be the final one. 22 seconds to tick off. Yep, that's it. All right, going to need to do a quick turnaround. As we have basketball coming up. Thanks, Taylor. We got 3 division wins. We had 1 and nearly went 0-6 last year. So we've everybody's had our number recently. So I'm definitely not gonna gloat. They desperately needed that win. They need help to win the division. They actually helped themselves. And yep, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Thanks, Susan. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching. Hope you'll tune in like 12 minutes and we will have basketball in theory. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Go Pac Go, or Go Pacos Go is fine too. Hoops, uncommon. Thank you. Please like and subscribe if you didn't do so already. And if you did, thanks for supporting the channel. Love, 18 out of 30, 234 yards and 4 touchdowns. And he was like 12 of 22, so he must have wrapped up like 6 of 8, and one of them was that no DPI call. So he finished on fire in the fourth. Montgomery on that weird play over the middle in the end zone, 0 for 1. Goff was 20 of 26, 256, 2 touchdowns, but 3 sacks. I believe 2 of them in the fourth quarter. 119 yards on the ground, a touchdown for Montgomery, but 119 rushing for the Lions. 125 for the Packers. Jacobs not a rushing touchdown, though, 83 yards. Wicks 6 for 94, 2 touchdowns. Watson 4 for 80 and 1. Musgrave diving catch for 23. Dobbs 4 for 20, but a touchdown. And Wicks had the big 4th and 3 catch. Jamison Williams tore him up, 7 for 144 and a touchdown, a drop, but on a ball behind him on 4th down. Kennedy was 4 for 36 and drew a huge DPI or hold. I think it was hold on the previous drive that got the field goal. 2 for 35 and a touchdown by Tesla. Again, kind of the way Dan Campbell is, 4th and goal from the 13 may have been the better option, as their defense couldn't keep the Packers from getting the first downs. Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Alex. Yep, nice win. All right, I got 10 minutes, so I got to sign out and say happy Thanksgiving. Hope to see you for hoops. And hockey today, hoops today, hoops and hockey tomorrow. Until then, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Happy Thanksgiving, and bye-bye.